Well, Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready, black 22. Mike 58, right there. Now watch one, watch one. Right there. White. Come. Check 9, check. Come on. Contact. Easy.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Shit. Flip it. Easy. Hey. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get a conversion. Kill. Watch the safety creep.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Easy. 58's the mark. 58's the mark. Hey, 5 on the 50. It's our time. Bang.
3rd and long for Winston. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
X3, 2 inches, ready.
Throwing Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Man, I got you. 58, boys, 58 to Mike. Easy. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
Now Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Steve 6,
From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
4 down. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
First down, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
We got to step it up. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Winston now from the 50. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Easy. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Again, it's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Easy. Watch the flip it. 58 to Mike, 58.
Jameis again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here we go, even.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Check nickel.
Throwing, Winston. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones.
Hey, stop. You can't block me. Show it up. Wait. Kill. Shoot. Check 4. 5 on the 50.
Here's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Bravo. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Rivers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down again. Derek Rivers drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. Black 25. I got him. Easy. Wait. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. He don't know no better. Even. Kill. Check. Cross.
A first down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Green, triple C. 58 to Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Flip it. Check 15. Hey, let's get it for purpose. Check 13.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. From the 16, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. $56. Easy. Right there. 56. You run. Mike's 56. And even. 56. Watch QB drop. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston from the gun on third down. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Easy. I got you.
So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Right there, 54, right there.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Let's go, fellas. On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Second and 4. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Let's convert. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Green, triple T.
Second and 5 now. Winston. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Back to you. 58. 58, the mic. Hey, stop. Let's go. Check. Lucky. Hey, 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, exit. Yo, cheetah. Check 26. Switch. Check your hot read.
Jones to throw again. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now Rashad Penny. And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Penny will try to punch it in. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Here we go, set, 8, read. Hey, watch the ball. He's coming. Ready?
On second down, here's Penny. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, the tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 50 extra money. Here we go, even. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
We got this.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Big grip.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Going up top. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Winston now to throw on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Here we go again. Check 24, check 24. Watch twist. Alert flare.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Winston now. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watch the ship. Hey, come on. Sunday. Check. Flip it. That's it. 58's the money. 58's the money. Crunch time, defense.
Throwing again. Winston on second and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Wait. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Flip it. Short.
Third and long for Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, and boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, watch it.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Skirts by him at the 35. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Ready up.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Right there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 36, Jones trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
54.
Jones on third down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
50. All day, dog. Kill.
Hey, let's get it to working.
Kill. Turn it. Kill. Check safety.
Let's go.
Winston gives to Barber. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Hatchet.
Even.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Rush in.
White.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. Buying time to his left. And Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
No gain on the play. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.